Snap from Storm Rage. I was wondering if you were going to implement any new dance moves or a dance studio for our characters in Cataclysm.
Yeah, well, I mean, you've got Goblin and Worgen dance moves that are going to be pretty awesome, and you can see them if you come to the art panel later. But yeah, we've been doing some work on that. We've got some stuff actually done for it. It's just a matter of timing now when we want to actually introduce it, and not for Cataclysm, but for sometime in the future there will be more dance moves and the ability to customize your dances.
We need to make sure that we add a lot of new dances for the dance studio, and we've actually done some of them. And anytime our animators have like some extra time when they're not working on something that's absolutely required for the next patch or expansion, they go back to doing animations for the new dances. And once we have enough of them, we'll package it all up and release the dance studio and start dancing.
Thank you.
We want it to be a cool feature too. We felt like with the barbershop, we got some cool visual customization, but there wasn't much gameplay there, and we think we could do a lot more with that, and we don't want to make the same mistake with Dance Studio.
Like adding effects with dances is something that could be kind of cool.
I'm Eben from Ysera, and my question is about professions. There are a lot of recipes that you can't get because no one runs the content. Are you going to add any function, sort of like the alchemy research, in order to get these older recipes?
You mean because they're in dungeons, nobody runs the content?
Yes, like in AQ40, no one ever goes back to get those enchants, and Karazhan is almost impossible to find a group.
That's always a good question of how much to support those older, particularly the raids at the different, level 60, level 70. If you pull everything out, there's even less incentive to go there, so then they're completely dead instead of being effectively dead. We could also take some of those and give you alternate ways to get them. That's a good point, though. It's something we should take more seriously.
Thank you.
But if you wait enough expansions, you will get to solo it eventually.
Hi, I'm wondering if you guys have any plans to do stuff with the Blood Elves in the coming expansions, because they weren't a large part in the Wrath of the Lich King. You had the Sunstriders with the Argent Crusade, but they didn't actually help with the whole bunch. Also, what's up with Lorthmar Thoron? Is he going to stay leader, or are they actually going to get a leader, not a regent?
Good question. So in Cataclysm, we have a new faction called the Reliquary, who are comprised of all Blood Elves. And they're supposed to be kind of the counter to the Explorers League. So you'll see a lot of those guys all over the place in Cataclysm, from 1 to 60 and through our new zones. Lorthmar, I don't know if we've released our leader stories yet, but we are absolutely trying to develop him into a more serious leadership position. We realized that we ignored him practically for much of Burning Crusade and much of Wrath, and so we absolutely want to bring him back to the forefront now that the Blood Elves are taking their energy and power from the Sunwell. So yeah.
Thank you. I think we could squeeze in one more. If that's okay. Come on up.
My question deals with the endgame healing model, and will there be predictable high damage phases where healers and tanks can work their cooldowns together and kind of plan things out? Or is it going to be kind of spur of the moment like it is now?
We've got both. We've got spur of the moment, and we've got planned areas and times during encounters where you absolutely want to coordinate with the healers or with other exterior cooldowns or your own cooldowns. So yeah, there's plenty of variety.
I lied. We can do one more. Come on up.
All right. Yeah. I just want to say thank you for bringing back the old battleground style of doing things where they're actually useful. That is one of the best things you guys have ever done. Thank you. The other thing is I play a Shadow Priest on Manaroth. I haven't really touched him because he's not really a Shadow Priest anymore. He's a glorified mage. Why did you change Shadow Priests from being mana batteries to being a non-support role and they're just DPS? I mean, I liked being a support role.
I'd say the overall answer is the feedback we were getting from players was they didn't just want to be there to make everyone else more awesome. They wanted to be awesome themselves.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, guys. Give them a round of applause.
All right, that wraps up the World of Warcraft